You're going to hate yourself for not learning these sooner. These 10 personal finance lessons, they're what no one ever told you about, but you'll wish they had. Let's dive into the mistakes, the secrets, and the lessons that could have saved you years of struggle. Ready? Money is the one thing we all chase, yet so many of us end up learning about it the hard way. Imagine how different your life could be if someone had just told you these 10 critical lessons when you were younger. But don't worry, it's not too late. Today, we'll walk through the personal finance truths that could change everything for you. Let's break them down, one by one, before it's too late. Lesson 1. Time is more valuable than money. They tell you to save money, but what they don't tell you is that time is the currency you'll never get back. Every day you delay, the gap widens. Time, compounded with the right financial moves, can build you a fortune. Think about it. How much money could you have made if you started investing when you were 18? Every hour, every minute, it's slipping away. If you're waiting to start, that's your first mistake. The longer you wait, the more you lose. Lesson 2. Debt is a silent killer. You thought credit cards were there to help you in a pinch, right? But debt? It's like a shadow you can't shake off. It starts small, but the interest, that piles up. Slowly, quietly. And before you know it, you're trapped. Banks want you to think it's harmless, but they make billions off of that mindset. The more you borrow, the more they own. And they'll squeeze you dry before you even notice. If you're carrying debt, it's time to make a plan before it consumes you. Lesson 3. Emergency funds aren't optional. No one expects disaster until it happens. Car breaks down, sudden medical bill. Life doesn't wait for your paycheck. That emergency fund is the difference between a small inconvenience and a financial catastrophe. No one told you to have at least 6 months of living expenses saved, right? But now you know, and if you think you can get by without it, well, let's hope your luck holds out. But it probably won't. Lesson 4. Budgeting is boring, but essential. No one likes the B word, but here's the truth. They make budgeting sound boring because they don't want you to do it. Why? Because they profit from your financial chaos. The fewer people who budget, the more they spend on things they don't need. If you're not telling your money where to go, it's going to disappear, and you'll have no clue where it went. Is that how you want to live? Guessing why you're always broke at the end of the month? Lesson 5. Interest can be your worst enemy, or your best friend. You've seen how interest works against you with debt, but what no one emphasizes enough is how powerful it can be when it's working for you. Investments, savings, compound interest, these can build you wealth if you let them grow over time. It's like planting a tree. The earlier you plant it, the bigger it grows. But ignore it, and you're stuck in the financial wasteland with nothing to show. Start nurturing your financial forest today. Lesson 6. Lifestyle creep is real and dangerous. You get a raise and suddenly your expenses rise to match it. It's the curse of lifestyle inflation. The more you make, the more you spend. It's like a slow, creeping monster, quietly devouring every bit of financial progress. You'll never feel like you're ahead if you let this beast rule your life, and most people, they don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. Lesson 7. Your salary isn't your worth. For years, we've been conditioned to believe that our salary equals our value. But that's the trick, isn't it? They want you to think you're worth what you're paid, so you don't ask for more. Don't let that number define you. Your time, your skills, they're worth so much more. You just have to stop accepting the lie that your paycheck is the only measure of success. Lesson 8. Investing isn't gambling, but it feels like it at first. Ever feel like the stock market is just a fancy casino? Well, that's what they want you to think. So you stay out of it, and they keep making money while you sit on the sidelines. But here's the truth. Long-term, steady investing is one of the smartest things you can do for your future. If you're playing the short game, you'll lose. But if you learn the rules and stick with it, the rewards are yours for the taking. Lesson 9. Financial independence is within reach, but no one talks about it. They want you to think financial freedom is just for the rich. But that's the real secret. It's not. It's for anyone who's willing to put in the time and effort. No one talks about it because, if you knew how achievable it was, you wouldn't be stuck in the 9-to-5 grind. You wouldn't be buying things you don't need with money you don't have. The dream of early retirement? It's more realistic than you think, if you start planning for it today. Lesson 10. Passive income is key to wealth. Think you need to work until you're 65 to be rich? Think again. The real wealthy? They don't work for money, they make money work for them. Passive income streams are the secret sauce. Rental properties, dividends, online businesses, things that keep paying you while you sleep. And the earlier you set them up, the quicker you can step away from the grind. There's no magic bullet to financial freedom, just a series of choices that no one ever tells you about. You could ignore them, like most people do, and hope for the best. Or you could start applying these lessons today and shift the entire trajectory of your life. The question is, will you take the step or will you keep doing what you've always done? The scariest part of personal finance? It's not how complicated it is. It's how long we wait before we learn the basics. These 15 lessons can reshape your future, but they'll only work if you act on them now. Remember, every day you wait, you're losing more time, more money, and more opportunities. If you don't want to miss out on more life-changing finance tips, hit that subscribe button, or check out the next video.